Okay, let's just dive right in. We've all been there, right? Sitting through a presentation that feels like it's never going to end. Well, today we're going to talk about how to make presentations that people actually get and, more importantly, remember. It's all about trading in that wall of text for a clear, powerful visual story. So does this look a little too familiar? Yeah, it's the dreaded wall of text. Honestly, it's the fastest way to make an audience's eyes just glaze over. We've all been on both sides of this. Either you're the one presenting, watching people zone out, or you're in the audience trying so hard to pay attention. But what if there was a really simple way to fix this? What if you could take those exact same ideas and show them like this? See the difference? It's clean, it's simple, and you get it almost instantly. And here's the best part. The power of a good diagram isn't about being some kind of graphic design genius. Nope, it's about having the right tool to get your ideas across. And that tool is called SmartArts. Really, just think of it as a whole library of ready-to-go visual templates built right into your software. It's specifically designed to help you organize and show your information, whether that's a process, a list, or how different ideas connect, in a way that just makes sense. So how do you actually do it? It's probably way easier than you think. I'm going to walk you through a super simple 4-step guide to make your first diagram. Seriously, you'll see just how fast this is. Okay, step 1. It's as easy as it sounds. In whatever presentation software you're using, just look for the Insert tab up top. You'll see an icon for SmartArt right there. One click, and you're on your way. All right, next you're going to see a window pop up with a ton of options. Now, this is the most important decision you'll make. You've got to think about your information. Are you showing a step-by-step sequence? Well, a process diagram is perfect for that. Is it a continuous loop, like a feedback cycle? Then a cycle diagram tells that story instantly. The whole point is to match the layout to your message, because the right visual actually helps your audience think about your idea in the right way. So once you've picked the perfect layout, it's time to plug in your info. You literally just click inside the little placeholder boxes and start typing. Pro tip. I usually use the text pane that pops up on the side. It just makes it so much easier to add points and even drag them around to reorder them later. And now for the fun part. Once your text is in, you'll notice a new tab appears called Smart Art Design. This is where you get to play. You can change the colors to match your company's brand, or you can pick a different style to give it a little pop, maybe a 3D effect. This is how you really make it look polished and professional. And that's it. That's the whole process. Insert, choose, add text, and customize. 4 steps. Now that you know how to do it, let's get into the really good stuff. When and why you'd actually use this. Okay, so knowing the steps is one thing, but seeing how this stuff works in the real world, that's where it really clicks. So let's look at a few common examples where a simple diagram can make a huge difference. So check this out. It's a classic example showing a plant's life cycle. Even if you don't read a single word, you get it, right? You see the seed, the sprout, the plant, the flower, the whole process just flows. You can understand the entire story in like 2 seconds. That is what effective visual communication is all about. Now let's bring that into the office. Instead of a plant's life cycle, how about a project's life cycle? From that first idea all the way to launch. Or you could use a hierarchy chart to quickly show who's on a team and what their roles are. Or maybe you want to lay out the 3 key steps in a new sales strategy. See? The possibilities here are basically endless. All right, you've got the basics down. You know how to make one and when you might use it. To really help you level up, though, I want to share a couple of pro tips. These will help you avoid some of the common mistakes people make and make your visuals even better. This right here, this is the golden rule. You have to remember, you are not writing a document. You are creating a visual. The goal isn't to squeeze a whole paragraph into a tiny little box. Not at all. It's about using keywords and short phrases to represent the big ideas. You can use your voice to fill in all the details. So let's bring this all the way back to where we started. Remember that awful wall of text? The whole reason we're doing any of this is to fight that. It's about taking something complex and making it simple, making it clear, and helping your audience get it way, way faster. So now you have the tool and you have the technique. I want you to think about that next presentation you have to give. That one slide you are kind of dreading because it's so text-heavy. What's the one complex idea that you're going to simplify first?